Author's POV at your house. You were sitting on the couch while looking at the TV. You were watching a movie. But suddenly someone came and you got interrupted. What are you doing? Can't you see, Opa? I'm watching a movie. Now don't disturb me. You said being angry because you lost your focus from the movie. Jin came in front of you before snatching the remote from your hands and switching off the TV. Opa, what did you do? You said being shouting. Shut up and go and get ready, he said while pinching her cheeks. Come on, Ryan, we are getting late. But where are we going? Jimin held a party and we both had to attend it. But why so suddenly? Aish, you asked so many questions. He became the CEO of his company, so that's why he wants to celebrate with us and all of his friends. Time skip to the party. One, you wait here. I will be back in a minute. You always do this and leave me alone. Oh, come on. You are not alone here. Look how many girls are here around your age. Go and talk with them, he said, and you rolled your eyes. Getting bored? You turn back and see the person. Jimin, you smiled while looking at him. Congratulations, you said, and he smiled at you. You look beautiful, he said, and your cheeks turned red. You know, red is my favorite color, and you are my favorite too, he said while removing some hair from your face, and you looked at him. He stopped the waiter and took 2 glasses of soft drinks. Want a drink with me? He said while passing you the glass. You took the glass and both cheered before drinking it. You looked at him and thought, such a gentleman he is. He wanted to talk to more, but suddenly all of his friends and their siblings came. Young, what are you doing here? Let's dance. Yeah, so everyone chooses their partner, they said, and went towards the dance floor, and you both also went with them. You both looked at the dance floor where they were already dancing. For a minute you both looked at them and they all signaled you both to come. So you both went towards the dance floor. You looked at Jimin and suddenly he took your hand and pulled you closer to him before placing his hand on your waist. And your hands automatically landed on his chest. You gulped before looking at him and slowly started the dance. His touch on your body makes you feel goosebumps. He was just enjoying the moment because from starting, he likes you and wants to spend some quality time with you. Time skip after 15 minutes. You were sitting with all and they all were planning to play something. Here you were just sitting silently because you don't used to talk with all. There are only a few ones with whom you talk friendly because you are like an introvert. Okay, let's play truth and dare. Yeah, that's great. Let's spin the bottle. They started the game and spun the bottle. Jungkook spins the bottle and it is stops in front of Jin and then Taeyang asks, okay Jin Young, choose truth or dare? Truth. Okay, then tell us, do you have any girlfriend? Hey, stop it, I don't have any girlfriend. Okay, let's spin again. This time the bottle stops in front of you and you looks at them. Oh man, truth or dare? Truth. You said and Taeyang smirks. Okay, tell us, do you like Jimin? He asked and you got shocked. Jimin looked at Taeyang and they both smirked while looking at each other. Taeyang knows that Jimin likes wine, so he intentionally asks you this question. I will choose Dare. You said in nervousness. Okay, but this time you can't change it, okay? You nodded and Taeyang said, you have to take 2 shots of her. He said while placing the shots in front of you, but suddenly Jimin spoke. Taeyang, don't you know she has low tolerance in... Shut up, Jimin. It's her dare and she has to do. But Taeyang, no Hyung, he said, and you drank the shots in one go. Jimin glared at Taeyang and he winked at Jimin. Okay, let's continue. This time the bottle again stops in front of you. Oh, Ryan, again you got a chance. He said, and you looked at him while holding your head as your head is spinning like... So, Ryan, truth or dare? You closed your eyes before saying dare, you said. Okay, so your dare is... He paused for some seconds and all were looking at him being curious. You have to kiss Jimin, he said, and Jimin looked at him with wide eyes. Taeyang winked at him, and Jimin smiled. All what? Hey guys, calm down. Only kiss on his cheek. All fine in relief, but your breath was still stuck. I will choose truth. No way. You already changed once, not again. You closed your eyes in frustration. Jungkook, come on, Ryan, it's not a big deal. You got up from your chair before looking at Jimin, who was already looking at you. You went near him while stumbling, cause you were already drunk. As soon as you went to him, you lost your balance and fell on his lap. You looked at him with your wide eyes and saw a soft smile on his face. You were about to get up, but his hand wrapped around your waist and you looked in front where all were just looking at you. And you blushed and shy. Do it fast, Ryan. You again looked at Jimin with your red face. You held his face with your small hands and brought your face closer to him and slowly peeked his cheek, while your heartbeat was beating like where he was enjoying every single moment with you. You complete your dare and was about to get up, but still his hand didn't let you get up. You looked at him being nervous and wanted to tell him to remove his hands, but you were feeling very nervous at that time, and the way his face was close to you, the words were not coming out of your mouth. Then suddenly Taeyang spoke. Jimin, at least for now let her go. Or do you want her to kiss on your lips? He said, and he choked your saliva. And with that, Jimin removed his hand from your waist and let you go. And he glared at Taeyang cause he was pulling his leg. You were all red like tomatoes because of the movement happened just a minute ago. So you excused yourself and went to the washroom. Time skip after 10 minutes. They all were playing and where Jimin was waiting for you to come back. He looked at the poolside and saw you were coming. He smiled while looking at you from afar. His gaze diverted from you as Jungkook said something to him, but suddenly they heard a scream. Jimin understood in a second that it was you. He looked at the poolside and saw you were inside the pool, and his eyes widened. As you were coming out from the washroom through the poolside, then suddenly you lost your balance cause you were drunk and fell inside the pool, and you also don't know how to swim. As soon as they all got to know about you, then suddenly Jimin screamed. He said and ran towards the pool while unbuttoning his coat before throwing it aside and jumped inside the pool. You were struggling inside the pool and after a minute, He came towards you and held you in his arms. You hugged him for support as you were already scared badly. He securely wrapped his arms around you and lifted you upwards so that you can catch your breath. He went towards the corner and made you sit on the edge of the pool and stand between your legs as his half body dipped inside the pool. He took your face in his palms and asked, "Are you okay?" He asked as he was really very worried for you. He lifted up his body to your level and hugged you to calm you, and you also hugged him tightly. Everyone looked at you both, but suddenly Jimin noticed your short dress and it gets wet. He covered you with himself and told Jungkook to bring his coat, which was fall near them on the floor. He took his coat and covered you with his coat. He took you in his arms securely and was about to go, but suddenly he stopped and said, "Taeyong, I told you, don't let her drink," he said as he was disappointed. I'm sorry, Jimin, he said while looking at her. Jimin, where are you taking her? We are leaving. Hyung, she is shivering in the cold. I just took her inside and the maid changed her clothes, don't worry, he said and went inside his house as the party was going on in the lawn area of his house. He took you inside his room and called the maid and told her to change your clothes as you were not in your right mind cause you still have the effect of drinks. He took his clothes and placed it on the bed and took another pair for himself and walked out as he also has to change cause he was also wet. The maid changed your clothes into his as he doesn't have any girl outfit in his house. So that's why she made you wear his shirt and trousers, and she also dries your hair. He came into the room as the maid informed him. He looked at your figure. He really likes the way you were wearing his clothes, and it suits you cause you look cute in his clothes. He smiled and suddenly you spoke. Jimin, thank you for saving me. You said while getting up from the bed, but your head is heavy and you don't have the energy to get up, so you again sat on the bed. It's okay, you can take rest if you are not feeling well. No, Uppa might be waiting for me. Okay, wait, I will take you to the Hyung, he said and again took you in his arms and walked out. Hyung, she is okay now, but she is still drunk a little, so let her sleep, he said and took you in Jin's arms. Time skip after 2 days. Oppa, where are you going? Office? Can you drop me at Jimin's house? Why? And what is it in your hands? He asked as you were holding a bag. I wanted to thank him cause he saved me, and here I made some cookies for him, and I have to return his clothes too. Oh, here you can't give me a glass of water, and for him you are making cookies. Shut up, Oppa. Okay, let me taste it first. Okay, tell me how it is. You asked while giving him a piece and he tasted it. Ew, how bad it is. Jimin will surely die after eating this, he said being dramatic, and you glared at him. But suddenly he took another piece from the box and ate it. Yeah, if you don't like it, then why are you eating all one by one, huh? You said being angry, and he rolled his eyes, and you also did the same before walking outside. After 15 minutes, you reach his house and go inside. You sat in the drawing room as the maid told you and she gave you water. I called the master. It's okay, tell him where he is. Tell me where he is. I'll go by myself. Ma'am, sir is on the pool side. You nodded before walking there. What is he doing there at this time? You said to yourself while walking. You reached near the pool but didn't find him anywhere. You looked around being confused. You were about to go from there, but suddenly he came out from the swimming pool. You looked at him and gulped, cause he was looking. He looked at you while smiling and made his way towards you while wiping his body with the towel. Your body heated up and cheeks turned red and shy. What are you doing here, Ryan? I, I, You closed your eyes as the words were not coming out of your mouth. Okay, calm down. Let's talk outside. I'm coming after changing. He said, and you ran from there because you were really very embarrassed. He chuckled while looking at your running figure and said to himself, What brings you here, Ryan? I came here to return your clothes. You said and gave him the bag. I washed them, okay? You said and he said something while murmuring. Why did you wash them? At least I can have your smell. You were so cruel. He mumbled and you got confused. And here I made cookies for you cause you helped me that day. You said while smiling and gave him the box. He opened the box and tasted it. How it is? You asked as he didn't say anything. It's like what? Like you, soft and sweet. He said and you laughed. It's really very tasty. I wish I would kiss the hands of those who made it. He said while looking at you while smiling and he choked your saliva and cough. Jimin, I was just kidding. I won't kiss your hands. He said and laughed while looking at your red face. Look, you are blushing. Jimin, please stop. You said while covering your face. Okay, I'm sorry. Do you like swimming? He nodded. Yes, I like swimming. You know, when I was tired, so I used to swim to release my stress. Oh, that's great. Time skip after 2 weeks. Why did you bet with her? Huh? Then what will I do? She was making fun of me. I can understand, but you don't even know how to swim. Then we still have a week. I will learn how to swim. God, this girl. You looked at her and winked before walked out. Author's POV. Here you were at your college and you bet with the girl of your college and she is a champion in swimming, but you don't want to lose, so you thought to learn to swim. Time skip at evening. You were walking through the hallway while thinking about your bet. When? Pabo? Yes, Opa. You went to the drawing room and saw Jimin was also there. Where were you lost? No, nothing. Hi, Ryan. You looked at Jimin and suddenly an idea popped in your mind. Jimin, what are you doing here? Nothing, just coming to meet you guys. He said while smiling. You were about to say something, but before Jin's phone rang and he left from there. Jimin, can you help me? He heard you and got confused. About what? Please don't say no. Okay, I will, but about what? Can you teach me swimming? He looked at you for a minute and said, Okay, but what? What will I get in return? he said while looking at you and made you confused. You stand there for a minute and suddenly he pulls you on his lap. You looked at him with wide eyes and he again said, "Tell me, sweetheart, what will I get in return?" What do you want?" "Something very precious. I'll tell you later." "Okay, but I only have a week, please. I trust you." You said while looking at him, "and also tell him about your bet." "Don't worry, sweetheart, I won't let you lose." He said while winking at you and you blushed. You came to his house to learn swim. Jimin, you called him as he didn't seem anywhere. You looked around and saw him from the corner of your eyes and he was only in his trousers. It's not like you never saw him, but this man always makes you nervous. As soon as he was coming near you, your intense gaze was not ready to leave him. He smirked because you were completely lost. "Am I looking that your eyes were not ready to leave me?" He whispered near your ear, and your face turned red in embarrassment. What? I, I wasn't staring at you." You said, being nervous and not able to look at his face. "I was just kidding, sweetheart," he said while smiling, and your eyes widened by the sweet name he gave you. "Come on, now change your outfit." You nodded and went to wear a swimming suit. You came after wearing your swimming suit. You went to him and stood in front of him. He looked at you from head to toe, while biting his lower lip. "God, this girl surely gives me a heart attack." "Okay, let's start," he said and told you to go inside the pool, but you were really afraid because of your last incident. You stood on the edge of the pool while holding the railing. "What happened?" I scared. He understand that you are afraid, so he took you inside the pool while holding your hand. As you reach inside the pool, he intentionally left your hand and you feel like you were dipping inside the pool. "Jimin," you shout and went near him while struggling and tightly hugged him while wrapping your legs around his waist. He chuckled and you looked at him being confused and then glared at him. "You purposely do that, right?" "Sweetheart, don't need to be afraid until I'm here for you," he said while holding your waist, and you released yourself and went down to the water level. "Jimin, please don't leave me," you said, being scared of the water. "Okay, now let's start. First, comfort yourself with the water," he said and left you in the water while you were holding his shoulder. I'm trying, but don't leave me, okay?" You said, and he gave you an assuring look. "What will I have to do?" Now, beginning strokes and treading water means practice kicking your legs and learn how to do a crawl, okay? He said, and you were trying your best. He looked at you with his loving eyes. He really likes when you are with him. And you don't like to talk more, but he knows you are comfortable with him. He looked at your face and removed some of your hair from your face, and you stopped after feeling his touch on you. Suddenly, he pulled you closer by your waist. What happened?" He didn't say anything and lean his finger on your face from up to down. You were looking at him being nervous. Then suddenly his fingers stopped on your lips. His gaze was stuck on your lips. He rubbed your lip with his thumb and whispered something in your ear. You know your lips are inviting me. He whispers, but you didn't understand anything. You looked at him with a confused look. Invited? For what? You asked, and he smiled before answering. To kiss them. And I really want to. His words made you blush like... What are you saying? You asked, and he laughed. You looked at him being disappointed. Why are you laughing? Look at your face, sweetheart. I was just kidding. Just kidding? You said in a low voice while looking away. What happened? You didn't seem happy. Do you really want me to kiss your lips? He said, and his hand leaned on your bare back, and your body shivered. Leave me, I don't want to talk to you. You are pervert, and always flirt with me. You said and pushed him away, not knowing you are still inside the pool. As you pushed him, you started struggling inside the pool, but in a second, he held you by your arm and pulled you towards him, and without wasting a second, you hugged him. Are you mad, He said while rubbing your back, cause you were breathing heavily, and he was worried for you. Why do you care for me, Shut up. You saw I was flirting with you, But why can't you see love in my eyes, Love? What love, Love for you, sweetheart. He said while cupping your face. Your red cheeks tell me everything. He said, and you bit your lower lips in nervousness. Don't you think you have to give me something? But for what? You asked before looking at him. Did you forget, sweetheart? I told you I want something in return after teaching you how to swim. Yeah, yes, but what do you want? You asked hesitantly. A kiss. He said while looking into your eyes. What? What's wrong with this? Don't you want to fulfill your promise? You looked at him and shook your head, and he looked at you confused. No. You again shook your head, and he smiled before saying something. Think one last time, sweetheart, cause I have another way to kiss you. No, I won't kiss you until... He looked at you and waited for you to complete. Until I get a ring from you in my ring fingers. You said while showing him your ring finger, which is empty. Oh, why do I have to give you a ring? He looked at him confused. When I can directly give you the credit of Mrs. Pargoyan, You blushed cause you never win against him. Your heart flutters by his cheesy talks. What happened? Got shy? He said and chuckled at your cute face. In the end,